First and foremost, thank you for tuning back into the channel. Mr. Just Right 1 checking back in with you guys today. Today's video is going to be my best of 2019. And before we dive down into it, I'll make a couple things very, very clear to you out there. It's okay that we have differences of opinion. I expect people to have differences of opinion. That's what makes us human. But what I would also like to see is in the comment section, let me know what your best of 2019 are, because there may be some things you got to try that I did not try or I was negligent to buy, and seeing your list may spark some interest for me to go pick up one. I can't say that it will, can't say that it won't, but there's a possibility it might. So definitely leave in the comment section your best of 2019. Why? Because your opinion matters just as much, if not more, than my own. All right? I'd like to know what you guys like out there. So let's get into this best of 2019. If we disagree, it's okay. I'm not going to crucify you. I'm not going to make a video and cry and he disrespected and all. That's little crybaby shit staying in 2019. We on some grown man shit in 2020 moving forward. Keep that over there. We over here doing grown folks business, all right? So without further ado, the #1 single coil RDA of 2019, hands down, no questions, in my personal opinion, is going to come from Vaping with Thesis as Modus. And that thing right there is a fucking banger. It looks good aesthetically. It performs well in single coil configuration. It is a direct reflection of that man's passion for his project, and it shows in his RDA. Salute, respect, Vaping with Thesis as Modus, #1 single coil RDA of the year, the Barrage. No runner up behind that, all right? Best dual coil RDA. This one's gonna shock some people. The Ohana from AI Vapes, Heavy Metal Vapes, Johnny Drips. Why the Ohana? Why would I give it the best dual coil? And there's so many dual coil RDAs out there. I am a single coil vapor. I prefer single coil style vapes. That's just how I prefer to vape. With this in dual coil configuration, the way that the airflow is slightly restricted, I guess, just a hint of restricted in the way the airflow is redirected, it gives me that style of vape that I would get from a single coil vape. So the fact that it came with 2 caps, this clear frosted cap and the stainless or black, whichever configuration you got it in, definitely got to give it to those guys over there. Best dual coil RDA of the year, the Ohana, AI Vapes, Heavy Metal Vapors, Johnny Drips. Banging. Next on the list, best RTA. This one, there's 2 on the list because they were both neck and neck, but one edges out the other. That is going to be the Bulk by Omir and Vapin' Fagan, and the Blotto by Dovepo and Vapin' Bogan. Why those 2? Because they're very, very similar. They are, but there's a little bit of differences between the 2, and it was really hard for me to pick. So I'm going to give you the reasons why I chose the Bulk over the Blotto, but they're both right there. They're both solid. So the Bulk, aesthetically, it doesn't do much for me, but the ease of use, coil placement, is super simple. I was surprised by the amount of flavor that RTA put off. Banging flavor. The capacity of e-liquid and the airflow. The airflow is where I think it edged out, and also on the ease of use. Those 2 right there, those 2 points for me just edged it over the Blotto just a little bit. But take nothing away from the Blotto and Dovepo Bogan. That thing, aesthetically, it does it for me. I like the way it looks aesthetically. The ease of use, the coil placement was a little finicky, but once you get it, you got it. And the flavor's on point. The airflow, maybe just a little much for me. So, again, that's why the #1 RTA of 2019, in my opinion, goes to the Bulk. The Blotto's right there with it. If you have either one of them, you're winning in my book. Let's keep moving down the line. Let's go to best regulated squonk. No questions asked there, guys. It's going to be the Topside Light from Dovepo TVC. Why would I give this one the best regulated squonk of the year? because of the modular design where you can pull that off and you can change the cap, put it over, and just have it just as a single 18650 or 21700 regulated device. It's ingenious. It works. Everybody knows I like squonking. The top side is the #1 method to squonk, I feel. So had to give it to the top side light and DovePo TVC. Congratulations. #1 regulated squonk of the year. Second behind that runner-up is going to be the Datic from Tony B and Wodafo. That thing is a banging little dual 18650 squonker. I really enjoy it a lot. It had some hiccups at its release, and you figure that Wodafo would have learned after the whole Warrior deal. Everybody remembers that Warrior deal. Like the Warrior came in hot, had some issues, pulled it back, and it never regained its flame. I feel the same thing happened to the Datic right there, where it came out hot, kind of restricted the release or halted production or something along them lines. I'm not sure what happened behind the scenes, but something happened there, and I don't feel it ever regained its flame afterwards. But that one there, man, the feel of it, aesthetics, the looks, it does it for me. Unfortunately, I got a blue one, but if you got a red one out there, let me know. Maybe we can work something out. So let's keep moving down the line. Best mechanical squonk, again, no question. SQ, topside, TVC, DovePo. Banging design right here. This for me is like the one vape I would take with me. I put a 1.5 on top of it, put a 21700 in there, 12.5 mil capacity of e-liquid. I know that I am good to go for the entire day when I step out with this setup. I'm good. I don't have any questions. Ergonomically, it fits in my hand. Aesthetically, I love it. You get the quality you know from SQ. You get the quality you know from DovePo. You get the ingenious mind of TVC behind it with the top fill. It works. I enjoy the hell out of this device. I carry it with me all the time. So I'm vaping on it right now because it's badass. It works. #1 regulated squonk of the year. SQ topside, DovePo, TVC. This thing is banging. Let's keep moving down the list, and let's go to best mechanical mod. This one is very hard to do because mechanical mods, they can shoot up in price really fast in a hurry. I do not feel that all those mechanical mods out there are worthy of the price tag in which they carry. But one of them that I did get my hands on this year, shout out to my brother, man, Chappie, Chris Chapman. He sent me his for one, he'd got it and I had a package coming, so he just had him send it to me and then I shipped it over to him. Was the Revolutionary Mech Mod Designs Rad RDA, or mechanical, I said RDA, Rad RDA. Sounds like a pretty cool name for an RDA too. But Rad mechanical mod. The copper on that thing, man, is just beautiful. The machine work is flawless. The contact on that, the way they beveled the edge around it, I love that device. I personally could not afford to go spend the money on one of those devices, but I do love it. It is the #1 RDA or mechanical mod of the year in my book. But I got to give you an affordable runner-up behind that, and that comes from TVL and their high five line. I have this one, and I got this dice one right here with the matching top cap and bottom. And people are going to ask, why the TVL? Why did the TVL make your top mechanical mod of the year list? One, TVL stood the test of time. Those guys have been around for a very long time. I enjoyed the Red Dragon edition of their Colt back when it came out. This is reminiscent of that. It has the same lines, kind of knurling on the top and bottom. I liked it. The switch on it, good to go. I love the presentation. Aesthetically, it does it for me. And they're affordable. They're not just, overly priced, and they're affordable, and it hits like a damn truck, man. I mean, that thing is banging. It's a powerful little device. So again, salute, respect, Revolutionary Mech Mods, Rad mechanical mod as the #1, and the runner-up is going to be the TVL and their high five lineup with the 21700 constant contact. Really digging that design right there. Let's move down the line a little quicker here. We got the best regulated 18650. That is going to go to Vaporesso in their Gen mod with the Axon chip. And that thing right there, the fit finish is beautiful. Performance, it holds up. Really dug the chip that they put into that Axon chipset, and we're seeing them integrate that chipset across their line. So shout out to Vaporesso. They get the #1 spot for best regulated 18650 mod, with a runner-up going to Og Vape. That's right, Og Vape. They had this one right here. Let's see if we can focus. Even if it does focus, you won't be able to read it. But their VX200. Why the VX200? It's compact, it's lightweight, and it's durable. I've carried this thing with me many a times when I was out working out in the industry I was in. I would carry this. I like it a lot. So I had to give them the runner-up position, the VX200. Affordability, again, this thing is affordable. This is not an expensive piece. You can pick it up for next to nothing. If you have the opportunity to do so, do so. Og Vape, VX200, definitely my runner-up for best regulated device of 2019. Best regulated 21700. No questions asked there. Vapors Cloud, Vaping Bogan, Dovepo, the Odin. This thing right here, I loved it so much. I bought two since the UK. Purchased two of them. I thoroughly enjoy this mod. Definitely worthy of the #1 regulated 21700 spot. Vapors Cloud killed it this year. I've seen their product line and they have nailed it across the board. I did not get a chance to try. Let me rephrase it. I've had a chance to try the Asgard. I have not purchased the Asgard. I have not vaped on an Asgard. That's my fault. I'll definitely be trying to pick one up in the future, but I know that the Odin is my #1 21700 regulated device of the year. Moving down the line, best e-liquids of the year goes to none other than my brother, man, fogging out with the Batman, Sabores del Canto. This stuff right here, man, is straight liquid crack. I don't care what nobody tells you. If you get a chance to try this, definitely pick it up. Fogging out with the Batman, E&B. Why did I give this one best e-liquid of 2019? Because I've tried a bunch of them, and I do have some really, really good favorites that I thoroughly enjoy using. Man, just, again, like Thesis's Barrage. You can tell when somebody is passionate about their project. When you vape the e-liquids from Fogging Out with the Batman, E&B, you know that he was passionate about what he does, the profiles that came out of that, or it reflects in his product. The fact that E&B listened to the feedback and came back again with a higher nicotine level, free-base nicotine level, to use in your different pod systems, mouth-to-lung setups, respect to them for that. Listening to the consumers is always the #1 thing. Listen to the consumers and you'll have a successful product. I promise you. Don't just listen to them. Implement the changes that you hear from the community. So #1 goes to Fogging Out with the Batman, Sabores del Canto. Don't get me to pronounce all the names and shit because that ain't going to happen. I can't do it. Runner up to that is going to be the Cookie Twist, the makers of Cookie Twist, the whole Twist e-liquid line right here. They got Cookie Twist, they got Sugar Twist, they got Lemon Twist, they got Berry Twist, they got Apple Twist. They twist every damn thing. Those guys right there, I spend a lot of money on their e-liquid because I thoroughly enjoy their lineup. Moving down the list, what do we have? Best innovation of the year. Innovation is something I've really prided myself on for a very, very long time. It's something that I think this industry needs more of. Less copycats and more innovators. Imitation kills innovation. I have said that for the longest time. Imitation kills innovation. So, Best Innovation of the Year award is going to go to the SX Mini crew and their auto squonk technology. They have it in a big dual 18650 configuration. They have it in this small personal pod style type configuration. It works in both. I understand that doing so, you got to work out the edges whenever you're the first one to do something. There is no blueprint paid for you. You're kind of setting your own blueprint. So definitely giving Innovation of the Year to SX Mini Squad. Thank y'all for believing in myself as well. I fully support you guys 100%. Definitely worthy of the Best Innovation Award. Best Overall Company for 2019. Manufacturer, whatever you want to call it, distributor, whoever. I'm going to nail it down to Dovepo. The fact that they were willing to open their doors and work with Vapors Cloud and Bogan on the Odin. SQ TVC on the top side, SQ. That shows something about a company right there. The fact that they don't care to be the, oh, it's me company. They're willing to open their doors, work with others to ensure that the community gets quality product at an affordable price. You cannot ask for more than that from anybody. So DovePo, hands down, will win the Best Company of the Year award. Thank you guys for everything you have done for this community. I personally thank you. The community thanks you as well. That's going to wrap it up, guys. It is. If you have your own opinion as to what you think is best of 2019, put it below. I want to see it in the comment section. Don't be scared. I promise you, I welcome differences of opinion. I've never been one that feels otherwise. You know what I mean? If you don't agree with something, that's okay. You don't have to agree. We can agree to disagree. Also, the Just Right Christmas winner. You're seeing your comment, picture, and name right here. Please inbox me with your information. I want to say thank you for doing your part and going out there and thanking those companies as requested. My wife went through all the comments. She found one she liked. She come up with your name, and you are going to be the recipient of this year's Just Right Christmas. So shoot me a message. I'll get your info, and we'll get that sent out to you ASAP. Y'all stay tuned, because I promise you 2020 is going to be a beautiful year. Got some reviews coming up from you guys are really quick like. Without further ado, I'm going to do what I always do at this time, and that is going to be to remind you that if at any given point in time you have ever felt like you are not a somebody, I want you to know you are a somebody in somebody's eyes, and that somebody is me. I absolutely love each and every one of you. Stay focused, stay blessed. Mr. Just Right 1 is checking in and checking out at the same damn time. I'm out.